Hello, vintage outboard motor fans. This is T Mike here on Toledo Bend Lake, making another video today. Today's video is going to be on repairing a gear case for Mike in Minnesota. Called me up, said he had problems with his 1972 9.5 horsepower Evinrude. Said he had it in storage for about 5 years and pulled it out. And he couldn't shift it. He couldn't shift it out in reverse or forward at all. So I advised him to pull the gear case off and see if the shift lever moved. If it did, then the problem was down in the gear case. And then to try to pull the shift rod up and down on the gear case. And he told me he couldn't. So I asked if he could send it in to me to do a repair job on it. So I'm going to document it now and see what we find. So I just received the gear case. He asked me how to ship it. I told him, I said, just go to the nearest UPS store, walk in with it, and ask them to ship it for you and pay for the return shipping. So there should be a label inside for me to be able to repair it, put it back in the same box, stick the return shipping label on it, and send it to him. I told him to send $100 and put it inside the box, and hopefully, you know, the parts won't be that much and I can get it done for $100. If it's a major problem and I need a little more cash, he can always send me a check or a money order in the mail, but hopefully I can get it done for the $100. So if everybody's ready, here we go. So let's start off by opening up the box and see what we got inside. Oh, look what we got. We got an envelope. And there's the return shipping label. Good job, Mike. And then here's a little check for $100. Good deal. Hopefully we can get it done for that $100. I'm gonna save that right here. Let's see what the gear case looks like. Alright, well here's the gear case. Let's see if we can move the shift rod. It's in neutral. I can spin the prop here. It's in neutral, but I hear some clanging. I don't know if you can hear that, but I hear some clanging going on in there. And I can't get it out of neutral. Yeah, it's stuck in neutral. It won't come out of neutral. I'm going to have to take the gear case apart. Take these 6 screws off on the bottom. Take the gear case apart. See what's going on with that shift rod. So I'm going to mount her on my gear case stand. Drain the oil out of it. Turn her upside down. Take her apart. See if I can get this shift rod working. See what's going with it. Stand by. Everybody's ready. Here we go. Okay, so I got the gear case outside here on my little stand with this beautiful lake view. And remember on the inside I couldn't shift it with a pair of pliers, move that shift rod up or down. Well, I went to drain the gear oil in it and I pulled the bottom drain plug out. There it is. And when I went to pull the top drain plug out, I heard a click when I did it. Oh, and look, there was a point on this. This is the drain plug that's got the sacrificial anode in it, and it just broke off when I was pulling it out. And look, I can shift it. It shifts. It shifts. But the rod piece, it was about this long, broke off on it. You can see where it's broken off. So I'm gonna have to take it apart to get that broken piece out that's in here, but it looked like somebody put the wrong drain screw in it and had the shift rod blocked. So I'm gonna take it apart, find that broken piece and put it all back together. Then I'm gonna go ahead and change the impeller and pressure test it, make sure it's all good, put new gear coil in it, and it ought to be able to be shipped back to Mike in Minnesota. So here we go with the taking apart. All right, I got the gear case completely apart, and here's the drain plug that was the problem. See the broken part? When I tried to take it out, it broke and it freed it up. I got new washer, new drain plugs and washers. I'm gonna change the impeller and put her all back together, pressure tester, and make sure she shifts good and send her back to Mike. Here we go with that. All right, so I think I got her fixed. I have 3 tests to do on her. I have the pressure test to make sure that all the seals are working. I got her pumped up to about 12 pounds, and she's holding. Then I'm gonna do the shift test. I got the shift lever in neutral, and if I spin it, prop is not moving. Prop shaft is not moving, and I can spin it freely. If I go all the way up with it, that's forward. If I spin the prop shaft clockwise, the drive shaft clockwise, the prop shaft ought to spin clockwise, and it is. So I'm gonna go back to neutral, and then reverse. Reverse all the way down. I'm gonna spin the drive shaft clockwise. Prop shaft is going counterclockwise. That is reverse. So it's all working good now. So gotta put her in the bucket and spin the drive shaft with a drill. Watch water pump out of the impeller housing, and then gotta fill her with the gear oil. That should be ready to ship back. The problem was a wrong drain screw in blocking the shift rod. Well, let's finish that next test and then we'll get her shipped back to Mike. Alright, got my drill on her and my test bucket. Let's see how she does. Yes, sir. Plenty of water. Now let's put some gear oil in her. Alright, I got my automatic gear oil pump. Pumping gear oil up into it till it starts pouring out. And there it comes, pouring out. So I'm going to shut her down. She's full of gear oil. Put the drain screws in and pack her up. Alright. Here's the repaired gear case. I took the bad drain screw and put it in a bag and taped it to the drive shaft so Mike can see what the problem was. I'm gonna wrap her back up and all the packing that she came with and then ship her off. There it is, a repaired gear case from Mike in Minnesota. Another example of T Mike's mail-in repair service. If any of you out there have a gear case, a magneto or a carburetor you need worked on, just ship it on down to me. Give me a shout out. I'll talk you through the shipment process and how much it'll cost, and we'll get you going, because here at T Mike's, we're doing it one motor at a time.
Well, thanks for watching the video. I'd like to take this time to share with you some of the offerings that I have here at T-Mike's Vintage Outboards. The first thing is my eBay store. I have over 2,000 parts in my eBay store, almost anything you need for your vintage outboard motors. Johnson and Evinrude, 1950s and 60s, 20 horsepower and less. Have the link to my eBay store and all of these services down below in the description. Second thing is technical consulting. I offer technical consulting to help with your outboards, $40 an hour. Just buy one of these and you get an hour's worth of consulting. If it's 5 or 10 minutes of a question or two and you want to call me, it's free. Just call me. My phone number is 337-278-5429. I answer my phone all the time. All right. Next thing I do is I started selling kits for your motors. I have a master tune-up kit for doing your ignition magnetos. I have the coils, points and condensers, spark plug wire, spark plugs, and I also sell all of these parts individually. All right. Next thing I started offering now is fuel pump conversion kits, the FPCs, to upgrade from a dual line to a single line. Offer a kit for the 7.5s, for the 10 horsepowers, and for the 15 and 18 horsepowers. All right. Next thing I do is I service, repair, and restore. I've done over 130 full restores. I do a light restore for $9.50. I do a full restore for $12.50. And I do service and repair work for $40 an hour plus parts. All right. And also I have T-Mike caps and mouse pads for sale. All right. Join the T-Mike club and buy you some of these. So the links for all this are down below. And also I have over 280 videos now on everything you need to know. If you come up with something that you find I don't have a video for, just hit me up on this channel or on my phone number and I'll try to do it for you. Thanks so much. And remember, always remember, and never forget, we're doing it one motor at a time.